Let me just make sure YouTube is up and running, then I'll go back to answering your guys' questions. YouTube's trying to start. All right, it is officially live. He's 10. He's got a PC for Christmas last year and he doesn't touch it. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Welcome in, guys. If you are coming here after the fact of the live stream, guys, give us a subscribe on YouTube. It puts you in on a chance to win a Korean 151 set. It's as easy as just subscribing. We open up the booster box live here. All you have to do is subscribe. We do live stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Modified schedule for the holidays, but that is pretty much the schedule all year round. Today we've been on the journey of speedrunning Let's Go Pikachu. Now, one thing I wanted to do is create some profiles so that it's easier to practice. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. So what we've done here is I've created a bunch of splits: Brock, Cerulean, Enter Tunnel, and Blaine, and Koga. So the idea will be that each one of these has a save file, so that if I want to practice the segment between Brock and Cerulean, I go and practice here, and so on. So today what we are going to be doing is hopefully setting all of those up and it going smooth as can be. Obviously I'm open to questions. I am definitely not a pro at this, so I'm learning along the way too. I'm not even gonna have the timer on today because the reality is, like, I did tell myself that, if certain things happened, I would turn it into a speed run. But I think that the most point of this is to just like not miss things. So we're gonna just roll with that. Okay. I mean, that's fair. I mean, here's the thing too. I mean, no judgment whatsoever. Let's just get that out of the way, Snap. But 10 years old is too young to get a PC and understand how to use it or how to take care of it. It's one thing for it to be like a family computer, but a 10-year-old doesn't know how to do anything on a computer. But so I understand their logic though. That makes sense. You know, another thing I was looking at the other day, just Switch games have been going up for fire prices on Facebook Marketplace. I'm obviously every place can be different, but I saw the other day it was like $150 for like 10 games, and 2 of them were Pokemon games. So I was like, damn, like obviously I own those 2 Pokemon games, but I was like, you know what, like that's a solid collection for $150. Z, oh my god, Tuesday. A laptop. Well, 12 is different than 10 though, right? 12 is different than 10, and also a laptop is utility. Like 12 years old, what is that, grade 5, grade 6? There's a big difference in maturity between that. Just saying. Okay, so step 1. Let's get this all set up. Fast, off, set, on, and on. Z, how's it going, man? I hope you're having a great day today. Came in for the sneaky stream. We got some stuff we want to set up. I do want to work on some one members quick video that I want to come out while I'm gone, and then I am working on a short series in regards to the selling of the Korean cards. It's been really weird lately. Not lately. As you guys know, I'm better off the cuff. I'm better at being live than I am at like rehearsing. But my wife brought up a really good point. She said the reason you're not good at rehearsing is because you never practice. And I was like, you know what? Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta put me in my place, right? But she's right. She's 100% right. You know, I used to be good at giving speeches in in middle school, elementary school. I used to have lots of energy, and it was because I practiced and I was good at it. Because I practiced. Like, it wasn't like I did it overnight. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. If it was like improv a speech, I probably would do better than most, because that's like part of my skill set. But the reality is, for making YouTube videos, the skill is not improv. It is actually, like, all of my favorite videos, all my favorite creators, they clearly script. So I gotta start joining the scripting club. But yeah, so we don't have the timer on today, Z, you kind of missed that. We're building splits today. Building splits. So essentially, I'm playing this until I beat Brock. I'm playing this until I beat Brock, and I've caught the perfect amount of Pokemon to move on to Brock. That's the whole point of what I'm doing right now. Then once I'm done that, I'm going to save. I'm going to stop. I'm going to restart on a new profile, and then do the same thing all the way to the end of Cerulean. Then I'm going to save and stop and do the exact same thing to the entrance to the tunnel. And then technically to Blaine, and then technically to Koga. But like, the reality is I'm not going to get all that done today. I was having a little conversation with Snapping today. That's right. And she brought up something to me that I thought was really interesting. And it's something that I do for myself. A couple of you know I've been working on my 2026 plan. Part of, the plan is, like, obviously the business plan is the New Year's resolutions of sorts. But, New Year's resolutions, they kind of fall flat. I don't want to say that it's not a good thing to do. It's just a hard thing to keep motivated. So really what I want to ask you guys is, do any of you guys have some big milestones that you'd like to cover for this next year? Or small milestones. It doesn't have to be, colossal milestones. But do you guys have some things you'd like to talk about that you want to work on? I mean, we can always be accountable for each other. We can always do check-ins. I can tell you guys what I want to work on. I mean, of course, I created my whole work board of what I want to do for next year. And I was like, I told my wife, I was like, oh, I'm going to post it on Discord. Well, she was like, why the hell would you do that? And I was like, because I want them to see what they have planned. And they're like, or you could just surprise them by doing a good job. Like, just actually do it. And I was like, oh, well, rude. Rude. But she's right. She's 100% right. The best way is to make the plan, stick to the plan, and do the plan. But, if any of you have any personal goals for this year, let me know. I would love to hear your goals and check in with you. Obviously, don't feel bad if I forget to check in, because, life happens, and sometimes our goals have to change midway through the year. The best way, I want to work more on... Okay, let me just walk past this Pidgey and this Rattata, and then I'll read the rest of what you're saying. In the end best way, I want to work more on my art and doing things I enjoy again. Nice. What kind of art would you work on, Z? And what are some of the things that you enjoy that you'd like to get back into? Vocalize it. Vocalize it so that in 3 months from now I can say, hey Z, how you doing? Have you been working on A, B, and C? And then you can say, Donnie, get off my back. And I'll be like, whoa, bro. And you'll be like, whoa, bro. And then it will be like, bro. And then you'll be like, yeah, it's going good. And I'll be like, sweet, bro. And you'll be like, yeah, man. I'll be like, dude. Be just like that. Okay. Good old Professor Oki here. So, I'm a mixed media artist, which means I work with various materials. But currently, I'm working on a dress, and I just want to enjoy doing art. Cool. I don't understand what half of that means, but it's exciting. I don't know what mixed media artist is. That's a Google situation for me. But Z, the fact that you kind of got a plan, or not a plan, you got to know. You got to know what you want, and that I think is extremely important. What about you, Jason and Snapping? I think one of you is still here. I think one of you might have left. I really want to attempt publishing some of my poetry. Nice. Quick question on regards to publishing poetry. What's the first step into that? Like, obviously you have to keep writing it, but like, what's like publishing? What's involved with publishing it? So mixed media just means that I work with different materials such as paint, spray paint, sculpting supplies, and I just kind of mix it all together. Oh, that's super cool. Hey, you know what, Z? I love that. I love that for you. Jason, tell me a little bit more about the publishing of poetry. We could do Donnie's sexy voice poetry reading of your poetry. What are your thoughts on that? Would that help with publishing or hurt with publishing? Donnie's sexy voice. Donnie at night. Welcome to the soothe sounds of Donnie. Okay, I'm not doing myself any justice right now. I gave my wife read it. Jason, try again. Try again. The English didn't quite work on that one. Or Donnie's brain is, the dyslexia is not reading that and not understanding it. I'd have my wife read it. Oh, so you're saying that you like her voice better than mine. Oh, I see. Well, rude. A. B. I do understand, but still rude. You're supposed to love my voice. Nah, I get it. I get what you're putting down. Well, I think that that's a good little project to work on. But what is the first step of publishing it? Z, you know what'd be really cool? You make a Lord of the Rings inspired thing, because we've talked about how Lord of the Rings is the best. I think it would be like a perfect tribute, you know? No. Okay, fair enough. I tried. You guys heard me try. Why are all these Pokemon here? Guys, stop spawning. I only want Bulbasaur to spawn or nothing. Way to go. Way to go, Snap! Snap, you don't have to, but if you'd like to also share some of your goals of what you'd like to accomplish this year, that would be, you know, now would be a good time for it. If you want to. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be done cutting by the end of the year, being honest. But my goal is to... I would say my goal, aggressive goal, I would like to gain 10 pounds of muscle this year coming up. Anywhere between 5 to 10 pounds of muscle this next year would make me extremely happy. Kakunas, F off. Everybody, stop. Why? Why is this happening? I mean, we're not speedrunning, but still, like, this is about as bad as it could get. Because you don't want things to be spawned already. Because that means that they don't get the lure buffs. Alright, so let's just wait to see things spawn. We want this to be a perfect run. Okay, I want that Metapod. Metapod, Weedle, Oddish. Also a good time for me to practice my catching. Off to a great start. I want to be speck of dust skinny and finish school. I mean, okay. Well, that's not exactly what you told me, but I hear what you're saying, Snap. Is it Snapping? You want this to be a glow up year for you? I think I mean, not to put words in your mouth. Okay, so let's just shake our other trainer in here. We're going for consistency right now. But yeah, I wanna gain like 5 to 10 pounds of muscle. So in a perfect world, okay, so we still have to catch Caterpie for sure. Oh, is this the right one? Is it gonna be like, he's huge? I don't think this is the right one. I think there's two beside each other, and I think I ran into the wrong one. If not, I just ruined it. There we go. Oddish. So this would be like the perfect Oddish. The only difference is kind of out of order. Not that it matters that much. Okay. Yeah, so I'd like to gain 5 to 10 pounds of muscle. Theoretically, if I got myself down to 160 or 165, and then I could get myself to like 170, but with muscle, more muscle, then I could get myself to like 180, but muscular 180, that would be nice. Or 175 muscular, like pretty lean. I would like that. I would like that a lot for me. How tall are you, Donnie? I am 5'8". 4'11". Shout out to the short kings out there. I'm not that short, Snapping. I am 5'8". I mean, I did have a realization. I think I've told you guys this. I mean, I made all those jokes about having the washboard abs at getting to 160. It's not gonna happen. Getting to 160 could happen. Getting washboard out, I won't have abs at 160. I'd have to go down to 150 probably, and that's a tough pill to swallow. So I'm not gonna do it. I don't have it in me to cut to 150. I hesitate. I did not hesitate. There was no hesitation. Alright, so this is not a large one. It's all good. It's not that big video. We've caught all the Pokemon we need. Like I said, we're not speedrunning. We're pretending to speedrun. Pikachu! Okay, well, Jason, I hope we see you later. Okay, I'm an inch shorter than you and have only ever been 181 pounds when I was in peak form. Had 4% body fat. That is pretty wild. 4% at 181. 4% is like walking on stage, bro. No judgment. That's just like, that's really ultra thin. That is walking on stage thin. Boop-a-da-boo! Yeah, so that's one of my, like, obviously, like, personal goals that way. I got some goals. I don't mind sharing some of my other goals. My goal for my channel is I would like to have 10,000 total followers between Twitch, between no, we're not gonna catch Rattata there. It's bad thing to do. I would like to get 10,000 followers between all of my platforms, which, to be fair, is about, I'm probably just shy of 4,000 right now. So it's more than doubling, and granted, I might change that number because Threads is kind of a big part of that, and I'm not sure how much Threads is going to be a part of my future in social media, in regards specifically to the fact that I'm not going to be playing Pokemon Pocket next year. Or if I am, like, it's one-offs, you know? Like, every month a new set comes out, maybe we do, like, literally one opening stream and that's it. That's it. I don't plan on doing much of it. Alright. So, we're going to beat Brock here. And this is the end of this run already. I feel like I'm having a good hair day too, by the way. Okay. I'll tell you guys my other goals if you guys want to hear it. If you guys want to hear it. I don't know. Jason just left. Not that I would say it only because Jason just left. That's not what that meant. Other goals I have is I would like to do and plan out. Shane Collins, how's the game? Shane, it's going great. How are you doing? Shane, is this your first time on the page? I don't recognize the name at all, brother. Let me know. I am live streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so I am dual casting. So if it kind of seems like I'm just talking to a lot of people, it's, well, maybe it's not a lot, but I'm talking to more than just you. Don't worry. I'm not, like, actually that insane. But welcome to the page, either way. Also, Tuesday is not a normal streaming day for me. Yuppers, dude, appreciate you finding us. Welcome in. Are you a Let's Go player or a speedrunner, or tell us a little bit about yourself? What made you stumble onto the page? So 10,000 total followers is the goal. Other thing is I would like to this year also do a minimum of a mix of 12 either members only or members only videos or members only streams. Minimum 12. I mean, there's certain games that I have lined up for you guys that will be members only, and it will take more than one stream, and I'll play the whole thing through. It'll take over a couple of weeks, but that's one thing I'd like to do a bit more of. Do a little more accountability on my end. And then obviously keeping up with my shorts and my long forms on a more manageable scale. But yeah, Shane, let us know. Dude, also, we do live stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today is a bonus day. I wanted to get this done. So, you caught us on a bonus day. But please feel free to give us a subscribe. We are giving away a complete Korean 151 set. All you have to do is subscribe to get in on the giveaway. So it's easy to do. We do lots of Pokemon stuff. Lots of stuff just in general. Actually, and you know what? What we're going to do real quick is we're going to go to the bag. Actually, you know what? No, it's a clean Brock split. We just beat him. Let's save. Honestly, 21 minutes, considering I'm not timing this at all, not bad. All right, Brock is done. Cerulean is next. Big Pokemon card collector since 1999. Very nice, man. Very nice. I also collected since 1999. I've got a complete base set, jungle set, fossil set from when I was a kid. Not Shadowless or first edition, unfortunately. There is some Shadowless and first edition in there. But unfortunately, it's not just a complete set of that. That would be wild. I also am a eBayer. I've sold Pokemon cards on eBay for over the last 10 years, as well as I did about a year and a half on Whatnot before I went into content creation and doing stuff more on YouTube. Played a lot of them, dude. That's sweet. That is bumping, man. You might appreciate this. I literally have this right beside me on my desk. You're old school collector. You definitely have memories of this. Guaranteed. And honestly, I had this out because I was showing somebody the other day. But this is such a clean copy, too. It's so clean because normally they get like the whitening at the top. No whitening today. But yeah, man, that's sweet. Who's your favorite Pokemon and what's your favorite Pokemon game? You answer and then I'll answer. It's like a speed dating, you know? Yes, am a green fan. Are you Pokemon Green? Are you from Japan? Because Pokemon Green was exclusive to Japan. And Crystal, very cool. I had Pokemon Blue. Okay, so I'll tell you the order of me getting the games. Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Silver, Sapphire, Yellow, going back in time a bit. After Yellow, I got Pokemon X, took a jump. Then Shield. Then the new Pokemon Snap. Then Pokemon Scarlet. Then Arceus. Or sorry, Pokemon Violet. Then Arceus, then Legends EA. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I also got Alpha Sapphire too. Gold and Silver are good. They are really good games. We'll play them at some point. They will be on the list. I mean, I can hardly blame you. Crystal was such a vibe, man. Crystal was such an experience. Like, Crystal was like the first like really good Pokemon game. Like, if you played Pokemon Yellow, Red, Blue, or Yellow, and then you played Crystal. Crystal felt like a completely different franchise. Did that save all my settings? I don't feel like it did. Fast, off, on, yeah. It just felt like a completely different experience, so I get that. Like, you had to get the dogs in all the different places. Once you were done the game, you got to go back to Gen 1. Like, it was just so much less linear. They even added the shiny Pokemon. Like, it just felt like such a bigger game. Crystal was Gen 2. Gold and Silver. So Gold and Silver came out, and then like 6 months later, Crystal came out as like with Suicune, and it was kind of a modification of the two, kind of like how Pokemon Yellow was a modification of Red and Blue. Do. All right. What's this? Pikachu? Leafeon is your favorite. Did Leafeon come out in that gen? I'm guessing he did. No, Leafeon didn't come out in Crystal. He came out in Gen 3. I'm like mostly certain it was Gen 3. Right? Because in Gen 1, it was Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon. Gen 2, it was Umbreon and Espeon. And then I think Gen 3, it was Leafeon. Oh, maybe that was even Gen 4. Because then there's Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon. I don't know my gens that well. Oh, Leafeon is your favorite Pokemon. Duh. I thought you meant from the gen. Sorry, apparently I'm drunk. Apologies. Dude, that's sweet. That's good. That's a solid favorite Pokemon. Solid favorite Pokemon. Going into my favorite Pokemon. I've got 3 favorite actually, you know what? I'm going to start calling it 4 favorite Pokemon. I don't really pick a favorite. But I have 4. Leafeon, no. Leafeon was not in Gen 1. Definitely not in Gen 1. Or Gen 2. It was Gen 3 or Gen 4. I can't remember. I'd have to Google it. My favorite 4 Pokemon is Bulbasaur. He was my original starter. He's still one of my favorite Pokemon today. Gyarados, Cerulege, and Corviknight. Cerulege is from Gen 8. Corviknight from Gen 7. And then obviously the other 2 are from Gen 1. My 4 favorite Pokemons. Ow. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some good honorable mentions for sure. Good honorable mentions for sure. But I will say, Shane, yeah, we do live stream a lot. We're pretty much full-time content creator. Or at least I attempt to be. I say that I am. But you've kind of come in at an interesting point in my journey where I've been starting to practice quite a bit more of the speedrun of this game. And right now I'm setting up all the splits so that I can practice this harder and get better at it. So, you know, you might have come in at a historical moment. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not that good. But my goal is to get a decent speedrun of this game. And I'm definitely learning a lot. But yeah, so, I mean, what I'm getting at is I'm trying to soft sell you. Please feel free to give us a subscribe. We'd love to see you come by more often. Because we're definitely here a decent amount. Definitely here a decent amount. And today will be the most quiet day. Because I don't normally stream on Tuesdays. Normally we've got a whole Twitch bumping, but I always tell everyone I take Tuesdays off. But this is what I had, like, this is part of my list of what needs to be done on my Tuesday work. So I was like, you know what? I can set this up easily without it taking me any longer on stream versus off stream. So. You're the man. Thank you. Appreciate it. I will say, though, that my favorite Pokemon game, I mean, I will say that, like, Fire Red, Let's Go Pikachu are definitely up there. Even Pokemon Red, Blue, the original Gen 1. But I'm a big time sucker for Pokemon Snap, specifically the new one. I really do like the one for the Nintendo 64. Leela, welcome in. How's it going? Leela, say hi to Shane. Shane, say hi to Leela. You're both on different platforms, but either way, say hi. The new Pokemon Snap, I love rail shooters. Actually, one of my favorite games of all time is Link's Crossbow Training, which was like literally an extended tech demo for the Nintendo Wii. One day I'll play it for you guys, and then you guys can see how ridiculous I am. I'm freakishly good at that game. Darn, the graphics look so good in this. I mean, honestly, Shane, I think that the graphics and the frame rate, everything that they did in this game. Have you never seen Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee? I honestly think that this game is graphically, soundtrack-wise, flawless. Like, I mean, there's a couple battle sequences that are not perfect, but for the most part, like how they pan and stuff, it's so nice. The fact that they used the original soundtrack and they just modified it with orchestra is freaking wild. Some of my biggest memories of these games are all auditory. We have a strong Pikachu this time. This is like a way better Pikachu for a speedrun. I know that because we like absolutely demolished that Eevee. No. You can use the ball, But I'm just using the Joy-Cons because you do have to do manual like toss catching. I'll show you on the next catch I have to do. You'll see I have to do some manual catching in this. That's why the speed run is really interesting, is because there's a weird catching mechanics in it, and you have to catch a certain amount to beat Koga, to fight Koga. But that's later in the game. But yeah, you'll see as soon as we get to Viridian Forest. So we're gonna fight this Rattata. Who knows? We might have a strong enough guy to one-shot it. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, we catch Pokemon in the next area, and you'll kind of see we actually multiple, because this game is the first Pokemon game that's like co-op story mode. Oh wow. Okay, this Pikachu is actually not strong. This Pikachu is actually not strong at all. Oh wow, I didn't know that. You played Eevee one? It's the same game, it's just you start with Eevee. You start with Eevee instead of Pikachu. And there's certain Pokemon you can catch in that versus you can't catch in this. It's the exact same as any other Pokemon gen in the sense that you just can't get all of the Pokemon that way. That's literally it. That's the only difference in the game. Eevee is a different speedrun. It's a different speedrun category. Because Eevee obviously is a completely different Pokemon. Probably something we will work on down the road, but I have Let's Go Pikachu, and so yeah, that's why we're doing Let's Go Pikachu. I know, so deep. Leela, what have you been up to today? How's your day been going? Anything exciting going on with you? Half good, half bad. Do you want to talk about it? One thing we were talking about earlier, Shane, if you'd like to participate in this too, I'm asking both of you. Earlier we were talking about, like, obviously the New Year's around the corner, and you know, people like to kind of set goals or New Year's resolutions. I'm one for setting goals. I think New Year's resolutions kind of like, you know, people have great intentions and it just kind of doesn't pan out. But if either of you want to share resolutions or just overall arching goals you have for the next year coming, I would love to hear them. I would love to hear them. Do 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 do. All right, so good old Audie there. So the only thing we would catch if it dropped in right in front of our face would be Bulbasaur. That's it. Extremely rare show up rate without getting a catch combo. Extremely rare. We did play the new Pokemon ZA. We did a lot of shorts on that. I don't know if you've played that, Shane. Apparently it's pretty decent on the Switch one, but has a few frame drops. But honestly, it even had a couple frame drops on the Switch too. Not to full on judge it. Let's go. Okay. There's a lot of Pokemon already spawned there, but I'm okay with it. Oh nope. Bag. Lure. Check. Okay. Lure's out. We're just going to be patient. We're going to wait right here. Caterpie, check. Okay, let's catch Caterpie while waiting. Oh, you had to do that run again. Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning last time you didn't like that run. Okay, oh, I should have showed you, Shane. I should have showed you. So yeah, it's like literally a manual catch. The next catch will be better. You'll see what I mean by better. Okay, so one thing that like, oh, and he was of course an extra large. So it's like, what I'm about to say makes even more sense. So when we are catching these Pokemon, we want to catch the ones that have the red and the blue swirls on them. Red and blue, there we go. Now in a perfect world, you catch the Oddish first. The world is not perfect, so we don't get to catch it first. Now watch this. Okay, so we're gonna, since we have a second Pokemon, we shake the controller, and then boom, it turns into co-op. We get to throw 2 Pokeballs. That ups our catch rate pretty significantly, so we're gonna use this. Okay, we'll wait, and so I'll do it up here so you can see it. You do one of these. There you go. That's the catch. You do want to catch on your first throw if you have a choice, but that's okay. Yeah, I can imagine, Leela, the mud is worse. So the reason you want to catch the big ones or the small ones is because you get better catching multipliers and more experience. Double kick, sign me up. Oh, what? What can I answer with? What do you need? Yeah, I know. There's a lot to unpack. There's a lot. Dude, ask any questions you need to ask. There's a lot to unpack here with what's going on. Okay. We don't need this Pidgey. All we need now is either a Weedle or a Kakuna and a Weedle. Then we're out of here. Technically, like, because this is not a speed run, we can just wait. Let's just get a Weedle. Let's get the right Weedle. Wait, is that? No, that's not a shiny Pikachu. Okay, we got the right Weedle. We got a giant Weedle, so he's red here. It's going to be like, whoa, he's huge. It's huge. There you go. So we got 2 Pokeballs here. We're going to use a Raspberry to make him a little bit easier to catch. Then we get both the Pokeballs ready, and we get ready, and we try to get an excellent throw. We get a great one. Throw both at once. And there you go. And in a perfect world, you're going to catch with the lure the red and the blue swirly Pokemon. And the odd time, they'll be extra large. So you get a whole whack of experience. Sometimes they're not. I mean, most times they're not. Just large or small, but if they're extra small, extra large, you get like a ×5 experience multiplier. It's wild. Leela, I am super sorry to hear that. Well, I hope that watching and coming here today is able to make you feel a little bit happier. I mean, at least, you know, you weren't planning to watch me today because it's Tuesday. You know, it's an impromptu stream. That's got to count for something, right? Alright, so now we've got every Pokemon we need for this segment, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our party. We're going to go here. We're going to switch him to right here. And we don't need any more Pokemon. We'll get rid of him. Oh, there we go. Oh, actually, you know what? It's just cleaner to keep him out, actually, for this fight. Technically, my Pikachu's maybe stronger because we got that extra large. But depending, this is usually not a one-shot. This is usually a 2-shot. And you'll see. So now that I have both Pokemon active, I can use both of these Pokemon to kill the Metapod. Now, obviously, that makes it a little... I don't want to say it's cheating. It makes the game easier, right? Oh, yeah, my Pikachu's way stronger than normal right now. It makes it easier, but the thing is, we're practicing for speedrunning, right? We're practicing right now for getting records while speedrunning. Now, as you can see, I can kind of control both of these guys at once, but it is a little jarring. So you usually just shake, get rid of the other player. But there is a good thing, because I'm watching the Wicked movie on Thursday, but Tuesdays aren't the best day, definitely. You know what? Leela, I hear that. I feel that. I get that. I definitely get that. It's not... Tuesday is usually not the best day. Tuesday's a weird part of the week, right? Like, you're just barely getting into the week. Friday is nowhere near. Really not a ton to look forward to in general. Tuesday's also a day in the week where it's easy to get lost. What I mean by getting lost is like you kind of wake up and you're like, oh, what day is it? Right? Like you feel that like Tuesday, you're like, oh, what day? Is it Wednesday? No, it's it's Tuesday. Frag, the week's just started, right? Tuesday and Thursday are the days for that. All right, so this guy is showing us right here, Shane. Each gym kind of has like a little like, hey, you need to pass this check to go forward. The check for this gym is you need to have a grass type Pokemon. So that's what we have here is we have the Oddish. That's one of the reasons you have to catch the Oddish. Also, the Oddish is a Pokemon we will use quite a bit in this early segment of the game. So yeah, we've got him. We got him. Welcome in. We got a couple other people jamming in here. If you're here on Twitch, please feel free to give us a follow. If you're here on YouTube, please consider giving us a subscribe. It does put you in on a chance to win a complete Korean 151 Pokemon TCG set that we are giving away for free. All you have to do is subscribe. All right. So let's beat Brock real quick here. So we'll beat Brock here, and then we are going to, for this segment, we're going to go to the end of Mount Moon. Yee, this Pikachu sucks with his physical attack. Good thing Oddish is better. Wait, what? My stream didn't drop, but my chat on my screen dropped. Of course, that's the way Twitch like to be. That's okay, I still have it open beside me. It's just a pain in the butt. But yeah, there you go. So we are done beating Rock. Shane, what are you playing any video games currently? Any big ones that you've been wanting to play or are currently in the middle of playing? Same goes for you, Leela. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll go to our bag here. We're going to go to our TM case. We're going to learn Teach Headbutt to Pikachu. Now, this next segment, okay, we've got a couple of things that we're going to do. First of all, Headbutt. Second of all, after Headbutt, we go and buy stuff at the store. Then we go through, I believe it's Route 3. And we have to do Route 3 without getting into one battle. Bonus things in Route 3 is we could run into Sandshrews, which is cool. If we run into a Sandshrew, that's sweet. If we don't run into a Sandshrew, also Jigglypuff could happen, I believe. Jigglypuff, Sandshrew. We don't want to catch Rattata, and we don't want to catch Pidgey yet. They're for a different segment in the game. Because you get more experience if you catch them at a higher level. Just like any Pokemon game, who would have thought? Alright, let's get rid of you. Alright, we're going to go back up here. We're going to go to the store to start us off. Sorry, what did you just ask? I zoned out. Leela, all good. I just asked if there's any video games lately that you've been jamming on. Playing any really cool games. Or looking forward to playing any new games. Okay, so we're going to get 2 of those. We're going to get 2 antidotes. Well, not 9, 2. And then we're going to go down here. We're going to get some special attacks. We're going to get 3 of these. And as you see, we have $502 left. That's exactly as much as we want. So that we can buy the Magikarp in the next segment. Or in this next segment. So, in this spot, there really is no Pokemon we have to catch. We just buy the Magikarp. Now, saying that, like I said, there is Pokemon we can catch. We just might not. So, we want to dodge him. We do a quick look down here. Spearow, we're not going to catch him. We do not want to fight him. You want to get the lure here. If you miss this lure, it's a run reset. That's how important that lure is. Okay, then this, we run here, down here, skip both of those. We do a quick little Rattatas. Nope, we don't want Rattatas. Even a large one we don't want. Then we go into here. Haven't been playing ZA though. Wait. Let's see. Cookie Run Kingdom. Nice. And got a special cookie? Nice. Haven't been playing ZA though. I want to play it, but don't have time. You know what? ZA is a commit, so I respect that. Okay, there you go. So now we are bumping through here. We're going to talk to Jesse and James. And we are going to drop our very first lure. We were so close. We had 6 viewers for a hot second there on YouTube. YouTube, it's like fishing, you know? Fished for viewers. Oh, we had a bunch. And it snowballs. Like, if you get some, you'll get more. Okay. I personally, just my personal preference, I like to wait. Also, this fight, sometimes, I don't know. You do it with 1 or do it with 2 players. I should try to fix this chat. Oh, I'm not paying attention at all. Okay, so you don't use growth, you use headbutt. That's... Oh, come on. You gonna do this to me, chat? Not you guys. Like, physically, you're fine. Alright. So we fight him. We're out of here. So let's talk about what needs to be done in here. There's only 2 Pokemon that need to be caught. There are others you can catch. So we're going to drop the lure now. I kind of like to drop it a little later. Doesn't mean I'm right. It's just what I like. Okay, so we're going to go here. We see Jesse and James again. Technically speaking, you can wait until you get right into this next room. But we're going to go down here. We're going to get the Moonstone because we do need Nidoking later. Okay, so we don't have to catch Geodude. We can consider catching Geodude. We need to get a Paris. We need a Paris and a Clefairy. Chansey if we're lucky. So let's just build a better run. Let's be patient. We're not speed running. Zubat you can catch. Zubat is better to catch later. Wow, 5 Zubats? You'd think we're shiny hunting Zubat. Come on, give me a break. Chansey would be sweet. Okay, there we go. That's what we want to see. So the 2 Pokemon we want to catch right here. So we'll bring in the other one. We're going to wait for Paris to attack. We missed it, but that's okay. Yeah, I'll just bring the chat a little bit closer because I have to look at it on my phone now. Haven't been playing ZA. I mean, that's fair. ZA is a commit. ZA is a commit, so I don't blame you for that. You kind of want to play ZA not in like 2-hour spurts. You want to like really play ZA if you're playing, you know? So I get that. Alright, so we got the evolution of Kakuna here. We're going to wait until we get Butterfree and Beedrill, and then we'll take everything out. We're just building good habits here. So, we're going to catch him. Now, saying this, the next most important thing is this Clefairy. This Clefairy is, and it's red, so it's giant. The question is it double giant, right? Like, is it extra large? If it is extra, oh, come on. Okay, that's okay. When he jumps, we're gonna go like this. We'll wait. Oh, come on. Well, at least one of the Pokeballs hit him. Jeez. Painful. Okay. We don't want to lose this guy, though. Okay, let's wait to see what he's gonna do. All right, good enough. Nice on a double throw to the side. The side throwing in this game is it's an interesting thing. Not bad practice though. Great practice. All right. So it'll be a boatload of experience if he was extra large. No, he wasn't, but that's okay. Still enough that we can get some level ups, which is good. Now there is one other thing that's really important to the game so far, which is by the time we get to Misty, we need to be level 15. So that's the next kind of thing we're paying attention to is, will we be level 15 by the time we get there? Now, we've already caught our 2 mandatory Pokemon. We've got a couple battles left. We've got 1 rocket, 2 rockets, the scientist. Okay, 2 rockets, scientist, Jesse, and James. That's probably not enough at this point to get me to what I want to be. We're gonna give it like just one quick second to see if we can get but there is backup strats also if we aren't leveled up enough. There is backup strats, so it's not the end of the world. Let's just see. We can always just catch a, oh, of course, yeah, all these Pokemon now, all of them show up. All right, we'll check one more time. Real quick, the Chansey we'd like to catch is like a 1 in 6,000 spawn. Do me dirty. Good thing it's not speeding running. That's a weird way to say that. All right. Chansey would just be cool for the sake of showing you guys. All right, let's just catch this Geodude because we are low on levels. And then we're going to move on. Geodude is kind of a better one to catch later. Because when you use the lure, it makes them the highest level they can be in the area. And Geodude's not a hard catch, so you can catch him later. You can catch him now, but if you catch him later, more experience generally means stronger Pokemon, which means an easier time. Alright. So we'll do all these level ups, then we're going to do some party management, and then we're going to move on with the game. Oh, you know what? Actually, I know you don't normally learn Stun Spore, but I'm actually going to play around with Stun Spore. I think that for practice sake, it's a fun thing to add because I never use Poison Powder. But Stun Spore might be something I would consider doing in a battle where maybe I'm a little low on HP or something. And I'm a little low on HP and or I accidentally have a second trainer in when I don't need to have one. You know, Stun Spore, slow them down, chance on them not even attacking. It's a strong, paralyzing your opponent is a really strong debuff. All right, so Beedrill, we got him. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we have to have 50 Pokemon caught in the dex by the time we get to Koga. So that's why you kind of catch a bunch of these guys. Chansey? Okay, wore off. So let's go to party. We're going to do some party management. And we're going to get rid of all of these guys. So there you go. We've caught everything that we need to catch. Oh, come on. Give me a break. I did see a blue Pokemon, a tiny, pop up. I didn't see what it was. Oh, it's just too bad. Mandatory fight. This battle kind of sucks. That's why we're using both trainers. It's a Sandshrew. And he has the ability to poison, and that is enough to really derail a run. Really derail a run. Okay, so we're going to headbutt for the chance on a flinch, and absorb. Because, yeah, if we get poison, and that's also why we buy the double antidotes, just in case. We have lost so many runs by missing that. All right, so we'll get rid of our bonus player. And now we're gonna rip through the rest of this segment. Chansey potentially after Rocket here. This is like the second or third last spot. We could even get a Chansey, I believe. No, maybe it's the fourth last spot, but either way. Yep, Zubat. It's really, really unlikely to find a Chansey. We don't do it often. Okay, I think we can just solo this guy. Drowsy. Tough go. So we go for headbutt in hopes to flinch, and we go twice. Not that it matters. We've also got some extra potions too. But one thing you do want to take into consideration too, which is we don't go to a lot of Pokemon centers. We don't go to a Pokemon center for a hot minute. So you do have to watch your PP in this game. Because I'm not replenishing too much. I get one safety item to replenish, and that's about it. Until, gosh, when do I even go to the Pokemon Center first? Lavender Town, I think. It could even be past Lavender Town. Lavender Town always beats me up though. It's a tough spot. Ah, dang Clefairy. They're everywhere now. Alright. Alright. Getting all dancy up in here. Okay, so Thunder Shock is not the play. Double Kick is the play. It's gonna be just 2 attacks. And I think we can one-shot the Magnemite. Now this battle isn't really the hard battle. It's the next battle that is the painful one. Come on. We did it. Just barely. They're mocking you with their light pink colors. Oh my gosh. Curse them, right? Leela? Curses. Always the curses. Alright, so we'll get this. And ladies and gentlemen, we have one battle. Wait. Oh, right. This is not called Mount Moon. This is called Cerulean. Oh. Oh, the chat room just re-uploaded. Nice. Okay, let me just fix this. Pop out chat. Oh, wait, no. No. Okay, let me just real quick. I think we're just Thunder Shock, coughing. I always forget this battle. I need to work on this battle. And we got the paralysis off. That's sweet. Okay, so we're gonna go here now. We're gonna go Thunder Shock onto Ekans, and then we're gonna go into our Oddish and do Acid because Acid hits both. I think we can actually knock this out by the end of next turn, or this turn. Not quite. Next turn though, that's sweet. Okay, let me get my chat ready now. Pop out chat, boom. Love this for me. I'm so thankful that it fixed itself. That like rarely happens. Shane, you still with us, brother? You still here, or did you have to get going? Leela, if you don't mind just saying something so I can know for a fact that the chat fixed itself. Okay, so let's just real quick, we're gonna press this. Which profile are we on? Yeah, Cerulean. I will try. Perfect. You did exactly what needed to be done, Leela. Thank you so much. All right, so we can run past all of this. Yeet. See you later, alligator. Okay, now real quick, Pikachu is party. Let's go. Did he make it to level 15? He did not. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? What that means is that, unfortunately, we can go and catch this Mankey. Backup strat. You're not. I don't think you're supposed to catch Mankey. Mankey's not a fun catch. But we'll take our best. Yay! It is fixed. Yes, it is. There we go. I mean, I don't think anybody recommends you catching Mankey, but Mankey was right there. I think in a speed run, you'd like definitely be like, you know what? Let's take a whirly burl on it. Okay, easy enough. We're not gonna go sleep powder. We're just gonna do and we're gonna get rid of him from the party too. Okay, so let's get out of here. Spearow, no. So this segment we are gonna keep playing. We're gonna get Zippy Zap quick here. We're gonna get Zippy Zap because I think the consistency, I think for me, because I am way less polished at this, I think Zippy Zap is definitely worth getting. Also because Tail Whip does nothing for us. So like, yeah, let's rock Zippy Zap for a little while, you know? It's better than Thunder Shock. And then we can also go to Party. We're gonna go to Box. We don't want any level ups over there. And we'll just heal in mid-fight. Level 15. Check. We don't need any extra fights here. So we fight one person, then we fight Misty. Misty will be a double battle for us. Okay, so we can just, we'll just Zippy Zap, it doesn't matter. You want to make sure things die, you know? Guaranteed crit, 50 attack power, so it means that it's 100 attack power, not including stab. So we'll go right to Misty. Let's bring out our extra. And I think we can actually just... do I play safe or should I play less safe? Is the question. My instinct is safe, but I like to live dangerously. So we'll live dangerously. We're gonna go Zippy Zap, and then we're gonna go with Osh. We're gonna go to Bag, and we're gonna use X Attack instead of Potion. And let's just hope that Star Me does not ruin my day. That's all we're hoping for. Starmie not to ruin my day. On the bright side, though, also Oddish does some pretty decent hurt against Starmie. Ah! That's almost enough to ruin my day. Alright. I don't think she's gonna potion. Just in case she is, we'll do both of these attacks. There we go. Alright. Okay, Pikachu level 16. We are going to have to continue with double battling for a little longer. Also, something worth noting too is that there is potentially 2 Pokemon to be caught here. Venonat and Psyduck can be caught on the north end. You'll see when we are past Nugget Bridge. So we do keep our eyes open for that. We are going to double battle through the rival also. So I am controlling both of these people at once right now. Correction, I'm attempting to control both of these. I did not heal. I will heal on the very first Pidgey that we fight. Ba-da-da-dum-dum-dum. Okay. So we're just gonna go Thundershock should be able enough to kill Pidgey, and then we're gonna go Bag, and we're gonna go Potion. And this is like, I want to say the only hard fight. The last fight is a little hard if you let a lot of damage happen before. But we are just gonna, you know what? We're gonna brute force through this because we're not timing ourselves right now. Oh, are you serious? A full heal? Well, a heal anyway. Right, I forgot. You know what? That was my fault. This is a rival fight. I can't be mad when he heals his Pokemon. That's like such a normal thing. Alright, then we got Eevee here. Double kick. And you know what? We're just gonna stun spore it. We're doing this for a reason. And we don't even need it, apparently. Ooh, cheap views. Why would you do it twice? I don't understand why they come in and they always write it twice. Like, as if I didn't see the first one. If the first one didn't annoy me enough, it's like, what? You think I'm gonna respect the second one better? Like, bro, there's zero respect to begin with. From your end, that's for sure. Alright. We're gonna headbutt. Then we'll Thunder Shock. Easy, easy. Okay. I'm back. Snapping. Welcome back. How was leaving us? Did you have fun while you were gone? What did you get up to? How's Minnie doing today? Nosedive over the... Okay, that's so funny. That is... I mean, obviously that's terrifying for you. But that is so funny. The stuff I hear from you is so funny. Minnie sounds so chaotic. All right, let's you know what? I think we can double kick this. That was wrong. That was completely wrong. No, Minnie is trying to know. She gets it, honestly, yeah. Like, I used to think you were chaotic evil, but I think you're just chaotic neutral, and Minnie might be chaotic evil. I don't know. I say that with love. Absolutely with love. Maybe she'll outgrow the chaotic evil. But for now, it seems like it's here to stay. For a little bit longer. Go, Pikachu, go. Use your double kick. Annihilate this Meow. You can do it. She scares me. Oh, wait till she's a teenager. That'll be a fun time. It'll be a blast. Don't bring that up. Okay, psych. Just kidding. JK lol. JK lol. I have years. That's true. You have many years before you have to worry about that. Okay, headbutt. No flinch. Just an ember, though. Thundershock. And then the next battle, we're going to do a double battle because it's a crappy... It's not as bad, but I don't want Pikachu to die right now. I mean, for the most part, I may not be doing these runs today very quick, but I am doing them with good form, you know? I want to play like as if I was speedrunning, because you don't want to build like necessarily bad habits. You have years, that's true, but those, you know, like, I find that like those things will be like, you know, it'll be like a situation where you'd be like, oh, I don't have to worry about that till like way later. Like, I have this one friend I used to work at the investment firm with, and his daughters, I remember just hearing like being like, oh my gosh, like Brooklyn came home and she's talking about boyfriends, and I'm like, she's way too young to talk about boyfriends. I'm like, that's something you got to deal with. Something you got to deal with. Gotta be cool at school, you know? Gotta wear the Nikes, because if you don't wear the Nikes, that's not cool, Mom. Or whatever the cool shoe is at that point in life. Come on. Yes. That worked out. I'm sorry, I'll stop talking about the future. Oddish level 16, let's go. Alright, so after this spot, yada yada, he's gonna give us a nugget. Yay. The future hurts. Nah, you know what? Future's been good to me. Future's been great to me. Okay, so Venonat and Psyduck. Preferably blue or red. Not blue or red. We'll catch him anyway. Great throw, Donnie. Way to go. You the best. Okay, so we have one more kind of weird spot. After our next little catcharoo here, let's wait for the Venonat. Technically, you can catch Abra here too. Hiya. You too, Leela. You also have a great rest of your day. It is Christmas, December, yada yadas, etc., etc. Oh, we just barely missed it. Come on. Come on, give me a break. Alright, well, we still caught it. Good old level 18 Pikachu. We do not need light screen. No, thank you. Okay. So we got our little Venonat here. We're going to do our next little hardcore parkour, if you will. Whoop. Okay, the parkour is right here. You can dodge these, but you gotta do that. Exactly that move. You pick... No! Fuck! Curse you! Curse you! I will remember this moment, Oddish. Oh, and she's just... I don't want to fight Oddish. This impacts my later game. Because I have to use these headbutts here. Because Oddish sucks. Snapping, what do you have planned for the rest of your day? Anything exciting? Okay. At least we can get rid of a Thunder Shock on this one. Alright, well, we'll get the ether. Use schoolwork. Do schoolwork, you mean? Awesome. How far? Just schoolwork. How far into schoolwork are you? Are you doing good on schoolwork? Are you keeping up? I haven't checked in on set schoolwork in a while, so it's about time I did check in, you know? Know what I'm saying? This is when you say yes, Donnie, I know what you're saying. I didn't have to use Zippy's app on that. I don't know why I did that. That's okay. Grabby, I want to use Zippy's app. I'm alright, I suppose, just over it. I mean, that's fair. That is fair. But, you're doing good. What's your overall grade right now? Have you been doing school while watching me today? Other than mini nosediving off the couch? Literally diving into swimming pools is like my biggest scare for my kids one day. Spent way too much time in swimming pools and as a lifeguard. It's like my biggest thing is drowning and diving in the shallow end. 94, that's amazing, Snap. Good job. Yes, I will help you, Nidorino. I mean, Bill, whatever. Sus guy. I mean, fair. I would prefer neither, to be honest. But yeah, I get what you're saying. If you had to choose. Ugh. All right, we are almost done this split, ladies and gentlemen. After this split, I'm gonna bio, and then we're gonna do another split. It'll be fun. It's literally, I'm doing this over and over again on repeat. Yes. Good old Squirtle. Yes, we get it. Snapping, would you say that watching me play makes you want to play it? Or would you say that you enjoy watching me play it more? Or would you say that you don't enjoy this at all? Those are your three options. Ah, thank you for the hearts on YouTube, whoever that was. Appreciate it. I do see you dropping hearts. Don't forget to like the stream if you guys are on YouTube. It does really help us out. All right. This is the end of the next segment. So we'll save. 57 minutes is really not terrible. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what 57 minutes would look like. It's not great. It's not bad. Cerulean. I mean, yeah, we're off. World record pace is 44 minutes. I mean, it's okay. Wow. Snap. Tell me how you really feel. Damn. Shot through the heart there. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to bio up real quick before we hop into the next one. I prefer over the eBay stream. You know what? Snapping. One day you might need to sell something, and you'll be glad that you at least know where all those streams are so that you can learn how to actually do it. I'm sorry that, you know, I talk to you while you go to school. You know, eBay streams are just as important. They're just as important. They're just different. All right, guys. BRB, give me 2 minutes. I got to go grab a package at the front of the house, as well as I got to, fill my water. All right. Be right back. All right, we back. Thank you. Yes, you should be more grateful. Yes. You read my words. You read my mind. All right. Snapping, here's the thing. Do you want to be a part of history or not? That's the question. Do you want to be a part of history or not? Because what we're trying to do right now is cement ourselves in history by becoming the speedrun world champion. Literally, I'll be the best in the world at this. You could be part of that. You could be part of that. You could be part of the journey of me doing it. Doesn't that sound worth it in itself? You know, I will say also, just to like kind of go off of it too, playing this game really fast, it is a completely different game. Speedrunning is just way different than just playing a game, right? Like, I mean, everything I'm doing for the most part is like I'm very specifically trying to do certain things, right? Like hit certain metrics, do certain pathing, avoid certain things. So, you know, it's just different because, you know, it's not only it feels different, it's a different stress level, all of it. I don't know. I enjoy speedrunning. I'm very new to it. The very first game, anybody that cares, that I ever started speedrunning was Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers on the GameCube, which at some point in time we will run again. Just not today. Just not for a while. My favorite games growing up were the Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers and the Fellowship of and the Return of the King, both for the GameCube. Both my favorite styles of video games, which are like brawler slashers. I would like to speedrun and play both of those on stream. I just don't even have the hardware here in my place in Hawaii. But that's kind of what got me into the whole idea of it. And now we're here. Now we're running this. And I got no regrets because I've been really enjoying this. I will say that just doing what I'm doing right now is not my favorite. Just setting up splits is not my favorite thing to do in the world. But like, I also recognize this needs to be done. I'm doing this so that I have a better chance of actually getting records. Or at least getting a PR, right? My biggest issue right now is I'm getting run killers way deep because I don't have the experience to do them or like to know the backup strats and stuff. So it's like I need to have these saved accounts so that I have better check marks for practicing. So today, so far what we've done is we did one for Brock, one to the end of Cerulean. This one will be to the entrance to the tunnel. So this will take me... Technically, I could go past the entrance to tunnel here. We'll see though. I'm not exactly sure where I'm gonna... I mean, this one is labeled as tunnel entrance. We'll do tunnel entrance. I can always change the name of the profile and change the what it's gonna be. Strings, dude, what's up, my man? How you doing? What are you up to today, man? Do-do-do-do. Good, dude. Why so good? What's up? Do you have anything exciting planned for your Christmas? Man, have you been working on very much? Have you been streaming very often? What have you been up to? Have you been streaming much? What have you been playing? The whole shebang. Tell me. Give me the goods, brother. Whoa, Pikachu? No way. Pikachu became your Pokemon. Hooray. I love that for us. Alright. Snap, are you still there? Or did you just leave? Did you leave? You're like, I don't need to watch this again. Just got Mewtwo in ZA. Took me 10 Premier Balls to get it. Dude, that's sweet. I'm here. Alright. Snap, did you try any of the other Pokemon games yet or no? Did you ever try like Scarlet and Violet or any of the other ones or no? I like Stadium. Stadium's fun. Is it because there's no storyline in Stadium? Like you just like going in and battling? Or what? Or is it because you don't have to do the catching or anything? Like you just have access to all the Pokemon? Guys, look how tight my turning is. Oh, that Rattata! Guys, that was clean. That was world record clean. Stadium is always good. I agree with that statement. Probably. So is it like, do you have a problem with the reading? Is it like knowing what to do? Like what part of playing it do you not like? Let's diagnose it. Snapping, you should try playing the game Love in Deep Space on your phone. My wife loves it. It's literally like an RPG dating sim. She loves it. Love in Deep Space. There's like no directions. I felt the same about Stardew Valley. But there's like no directions in Animal Crossing and you like that, and Minecraft and you like that. I don't get you, Snapping. That doesn't make sense. Your logic is not consistent. Alright. Let's make it clean. Clean cut. Ooh, clean. They call me Mr. Clean. Holy. But yeah, I need an answer to that, Snapping. Other games you play have no direction and you love them. I have no rebuttal. Ah, you're killing me. killing me. I've got nothing to say about that. Alright, fine. Fair enough, snapping. We will figure it out one day. It may not be today, but it will be one day. Strings, have you been playing any new games lately? I don't know. I'm excited for January. Final Fantasy Remake on the Switch too. I'm buying it. I'm sorry, you guys are gonna have to watch me playing that. There you go. There's my spoiler for the year that I'm playing that. That's my spoiler. I will be playing that on stream. What's Dokimon? Snap, if it makes you feel better, I think you'll enjoy that game. Good storyline. There's a love story involved. There's voice acting. So, like, it's like watching a movie. You'll be like watching me play a movie. How does that sound? It's like Pokemon. All right. Well, I mean, that sounds sweet. Strength. I love that. Right through the grass. No Caterpie in my way today. Look at that. You know, it'd be cool if a Bulbasaur spawned. If a Bulbasaur spawned, we'd maybe... We wouldn't. We don't have the timer on. No! Curse you! Curse you in my way. Ah! Get out of my way, Weedle. Kakuna. Ah! Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think you'll like it. I really do. I actually want to play Final Fantasy X HD on Switch and stream too. Snapping, you just seem like the type. You need a good love story. Not that it is a good love story, but I think you need a good love story in the game. I think you need to see the other side of gaming, you know? I'm doing it for you. Call me the White Knight, if you will. I'll White Knight this situation for you. You're welcome. Alright. Oddish would be the best first catch. We cannot guarantee that. That Cocoon is sweet. Kinda. It's not that convenient. Caterpie. Alright, we'll start there. What do you guys think? Excellent throw coming our way? Nope, definitely not. Not even a nice throw. Not even a great throw or a nice throw. It's just a throw. Z, have you ever played any of the Final Fantasy games? That's what I was telling. They've announced that Final Fantasy Remake is going to be on the Switch too. And I was just telling everybody that in January I'm going to be getting that. And I'm going to play that on stream. I'm probably not going to play it right away. I don't know when I'm going to play it for you guys, but I'm going to play it. It's just facts. Nope, Z. Well, you're going to have to watch it too then. You guys both have homework, and that homework is you have to watch because there will be a quiz. Facts, there will be a quiz. Ooh. Schweedle. Schweedle. There will be a quiz. Intermittent quizzes, if you will. There will be quizzes followed by a test, I've decided. Come on. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, we've made it. Z, what's up? What are you up to? You hit level 60 yet? You were so close. You were 59 last time I checked. Whoa, wait, what? Hey, you want the test. You were just telling me that you needed more schooling in your life. You literally just said that, Snapping. Still 59. Hey, well, you know what? You're still close. Headache. Oh, no. Oh, no. Headache in the way. That's not good. That's no good. Okay, so now we just need an Oddish and we're out of here. I wish I could tell you guys all the games that we're gonna play. I really wish I could. I'm so excited. This next year, guys, I tell ya, I've got good goosebumps. The vibes are so good. The vibes are so good. Are you really? You're gonna do me dirty like this, eh? This game's gonna do that to me? No Oddish? Not a single Oddish, eh? We don't believe in Oddish anymore? We'll catch this junky one. Alright. Well, I hope that you start feeling better, Z. Great throw, Donnie. Thank you. Thank you, video game. All right. Well, I can tell you this. Versus last run, this ain't it. But we'll make it happen. Oh, snapping. My tests are way cooler. You know what? I will say, I was telling my wife yesterday, I was like, the other day, we were on World of Warcraft, and just came in and was like, I just got home from Lord of the Rings trivia, and I was like, get out of town, that's so cool. And then she did trivia questions for me about Lord of the Rings, and I only got 2 of them wrong. I was impressed. I think everybody was impressed. I think everybody was like, wow, this Donnie guy, he knows what's up. Guaranteed, that's what happened. Everyone was like, damn, this Donnie guy, he knows what's up. It was a proud moment for me. It was enough that I was like, you know what, we need to do more quiz shows, more trivia on stream. Alright, we are in the good old Pewter Shitty. Pewter Shitty. Let's go and beat Brock for the 3rd time today. Yep. 3rd time today. We do have an Oddish. He's a weak Oddish, but it's an Oddish nonetheless. It's actually interesting. This is the weakest set I've ever had coming into this segment. So it'll be interesting to see if we can even one-shot Brock in the end. Oh, you're sleepy, Z. I'm a little sleepy, maybe. I don't know. Is it nap time? I'm hungry. It's hunger time for sure. Definitely on the hungry side of life today. Alright, can we kill Geodude? Barely. Might not even hit 60. That tired. Oh no! Z, you gotta push through. Gotta push through. Turn it on. Kill like 10 baddies. Kill like 10 baddies. Go up 5%. That's all I ask. Because if you don't, then tomorrow it's gonna be even harder. Every little bit of experience you can get would make tomorrow that much easier to get you to 60. We need your strength here in this moment, Z. We need your strength here in this moment so that tomorrow, as a guild, we can prosper. We need both of you. We need you on your A game for sure, but we need you level 60 double sure. Ba-da-da-da-da. Hey, Kakuna, anybody? Strings, I got a quick question for you, bud. Do you watch me on your computer or do you watch me on your phone? Actually, I've got that question for all of you. Z and Snapping. You guys watching me on your PC or are you watching me on your phone? Both. You watch me on both, Strings? Sweet. I'm actually thinking about switching up for the new year, doing vertical streaming on YouTube. What are your thoughts on that, Strings? Do we like that idea or dislike that idea? Phone and back and forth. Seems like a pretty good mix of everybody's watching me in a lot of different ways. Yeah, I thought vertical might be a better thing to try for the new year for YouTube. I don't think there's a vertical option for Twitch. If there was, that'd be sweet, but I don't think that's in the cards. Because I think a lot of people just scroll on YouTube. I mean, they scroll on lots of different platforms, but I think that it's worth it for me to try and have a layout that would be more appealing for people to do that. And then it's even easier for people to go and watch on their phones after the fact for the VODs. I don't know. Maybe I'm just drunk. Definitely haven't been drinking, but... Landscape is better so that you can read chat. Ah... Though I could always set it up in a way that chat's a little bit on screen. I can always do that. Well, guys, I don't want to jinx it, but we haven't seen Jarn today. And you know what that means? It means Jarn is going to lose his watching streak. And what this is it's a wake-up call for him. Because he's been staying up so late lately that it'll be like, dude, if you went to bed at a regular time, you wouldn't be missing streams. Even the secret streams. What the fuck? You're not really supposed to catch Mankey, but... we're going for it. He's right in front of my face. I don't think we're supposed to do this, though. I'm pretty sure he's, like, really skittish. That boy needs sleep, exactly. But now we see, this is the thing. He's going to lose his stream streak. So we can be like, you missed out because you've been not sleeping. Let that settle in, right? Reverse psychology him, if you will. Funny enough, we caught that, Nope, no Spearow. We don't catch Spearow. We don't forget the lure. Look at me go, guys. I'm not making mistakes at all. Sandshrew? Sandshrew! Oh my gosh, this is so clean. This is so clean. No! Curse you, Sandshrew. Come home with me. Be my friend. Sandshrew used to be one of my favorite Pokemons when I first played this game when I was a kid. Z, go to sleep then. Go to sleep. We'll level you up later. Get those Z's if you need those ZZs. That was a weird way to say that, but you get what I'm saying. All right. Two Pokemon ahead already. That's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Do do do. Do 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 do. All right. As I've said a million times, Paris Clefairy, that's what we need in here. Good old Paris and Clefairy. Let's see if we can make it happen. Maybe Chansey? Maybe Chansey. That'd be sweet. I got a haircut lined up for me for when I'm on vacation. So I'll be getting a haircut. I've also got a segment I'm going to do because I'm going to try to keep all my workouts and my walking in place while I'm on vacation. So I'm bringing my Pendulum Digivice. That is a walking game. That will be fun for me. And so I'm going to try to keep up with you guys and keep some content coming your guys' way. If I can. That's the goal. I'm also going to be working on working on a couple of long form videos while I'm gone. I'd like to get the audio recorded probably this week, next week. Well, it'd have to be this week or next week. I'm going to have my headset. I will do a little bit of streaming while I'm gone. Not a tremendous amount, but some. Wait, what? We got raided? Let's go. Hey, bro, we got raided? A raid is a raid is a raid. Welcome in, Yuki Dog Zombie. How is it going? Thank you so much for being here. Hello. How was your stream? Were you just playing some Let's Go Pikachu also? Alright. So we're just gonna wait. We played the lure. We'll go grab this, because it's good thing to grab this for the next segment. Come on. Wow, that was about as bad as it gets. Yuki, let me know what were you just playing? Too bad as fa la 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 la. That was a crappy Zubat to run into me. Literally like the wrong Zubat. I was playing Lilo and Stitch 2 for Game Boy Advance. Dude, that's sweet. That's bumping. Alright. Oh shit! There's a Chansey! We're going for the Chansey. Alright. Let's everybody stay calm. Please stay calm, everybody. There's a Chansey on the screen. It's kind of a big deal. I know we don't have the timer on. I don't care. We're going for the Chansey. Chansey's a big play. Oh gosh, so many Pokemon. It's going good, Yuki. What we've been doing today is we've been doing splits. It's been kind of an uneventful speedrunning day, but essentially what I've been doing is making different profiles and saving them at different points in the game so that I can practice better. So today has been the setting up of all those splits. I'm not even going to get all the splits set up, but I am going to at least get 3 of the 5 splits set up. So that's all right. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Here's the thing. If I want to actually get a good speedrun record, this is all required. This is all required. So that's why I don't have the timers on today. It's just not really needed. But Yuki Dog, I feel like, have you raided into me before? I feel like you have. You've been on the page before, haven't you? All right, guys. No, get away from me. Dude, get out of here. All right, guys, this is like the worst chancey you can get. The worst chancey you can get. And I'm not even saying that in like full like this is horrible. It's just legit the worst. Because you could get a small one, you could get a large one, you could get an extra large one, or an extra small one. Okay, right after throw, go. Okay, great throw with the Raz. If we get this, you guys will see how important this is experience-wise for a run. You're good, you're good. Chansey, relax. You're coming home with me. This is happening. Come on, side, excellent throw. Please, please. Gotta go have a good day. Snapping, you're leaving right before we're done, Chansey? All right, fair enough. Have a great day. Boom. Okay, second, third throw. Not a big deal. This is not even a special one. 1,000 experience. That is how much of a game changer it is. Look at how many levels we get from this one Chansey. And this is the worst Chansey you can get. The worst Chansey. It's crazy. Yuki, have you, I think I've plugged to you before. Sorry, I'm getting really excited. But if you are, forget old news. Yeah, we do actually want to play with Stunspore. We're practicing with Stunspore. I'm not sure, Yuki, if you did subscribe to us on YouTube, but we are giving away a complete Pokemon card set. All you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube page if you are interested. That's all you got to do. Maybe you did subscribe. I don't know if you did, but I'm just reminding you that if you are interested in that, that is the best way to get into it. Obviously, you also, on speedrunning, you do not want all of these level ups to happen like this just happened. But, I mean, we don't have the timer on. We don't even have the timer on, so it's not a big deal. Yuki, you got this. I'm going to go on your page and give you a follow right now. I just dropped you a follow. Please, Yuki, feel free. Plug yourself. Let the people here know, what is your stream schedule like? What kind of games do you normally play? Please feel free. I'm also streaming on YouTube too, so whatever you write, I'll say it out so that everybody on YouTube will also have the opportunity to see if they want to follow you too. But yeah, go tell us what you're all about. Okay, I still want a Clefairy though. Okay, let's go to party. Let's go to boom. Let's go to boom. This button. This button. All right, so we're already at level 15. Like, okay, we're just gonna leave and hope that we find Clefairy out of here. Because Clefairy, we've done really good odds today on finding Clefairy. It hasn't been that hard. But yeah, tell the people what you normally play and what your big stick is, as well as how often you stream and what you plan on playing this year. Let the peeps know. Okay, as I said last time, this is a double fight we like to do just because it's a little bit more consistent so that we don't have to fight the Sandshrew any longer than we Need to, because he can poison us. To be fair, I'm not going to go as far to say that this is my best run I've ever had. But this is definitely good. This is definitely a good run. And then there's the Clefairy before the lure runs out. It's not a large one, but like, it doesn't even matter. Double, excellent. First throw, come on. This would be sweet if it panned out. We on fire! And technically speaking, you probably can opt not to catch Clefairy in a very specific circumstance. And that circumstance is probably if you get Chansey. What the? That's not what I wanted. All right. Game Boy Advance also. How are you emulating Game Boy Advance, or how are you getting that on the screen? You must, unless, no way. We've had such bad Chansey luck and a second one pops up on the screen. Now, I'm just gonna, just for the sake of conversation, if this was like a, there's a reality in my head where I would love to try a scenario with Magikarp. Now, in this scenario, if you got two Chanseys, the experience you'd get towards a Magikarp would actually almost be good enough to justify getting into an early Gyarados. Not quite, but it would definitely be getting close. Now, I've never seen somebody run this game with an early Gyarados, but Dragon Rage pretty solid. And here's the thing, like, yeah, I'd if I had Magikarp in here, I'd caught that first Chansey, I would go and catch that second Chansey. Because he's a slow level up group, but if you got a Gyarados, I almost feel like there could be a potential Gyarados run. I think that it actually, unfortunately, is not with the original Magikarp. I think it's later in the game, like you could catch a Magikarp at like level 30, you give it a rare candy, or level 40 or something, and then you'd have a really beefy Gyarados. That's my instinct. I think there could be something there. Doesn't mean that there is just because I think that, but I like to think there is potential anyway. Had a lot of ads. That's all good. Yuki, I was just saying, tell the people, tell everybody what you're all about, what you play, and what your schedule is like, and maybe some keynotes for what you're planning on doing in the new year. And play cute games. That's sweet. How often do you stream? Alright, this is going to be a 2-hit KO. That's pretty good. I wonder if this is a better attacking Pikachu, because that was actually... Oh, but I'm a higher level because of the Chansey, right. Last time here I was level 14. Now I'm level 16. We also sold 2 Pokemon cards on eBay today. That's super cool. Well, Yuki, I dropped a follow. I stream most weekdays. Nice. Are you like, you just do it casually? Are you a full-time creator? Are you aspiring to be a creator? Give us a little more. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Thunder Shock. Bag. No way. Yeah, because this guy is beef. I bet you we're going to get the kill right here. We're going to kill both of them at once. Just by catching that Chansey, we saved so much time on this encounter. We saved ourselves at least 1 to 2 turns. Pretty wild. That, you know what? Well said, well said. All right, here we go. Let's go. All right, so we have got, kind of realized that I'm a little low on the camera today. Am I slouching? My posture off a little bit? Could be. Could be. Man, you know what? It's bonus stream. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. Bonus stream, I'm not going to beat myself up. Okay. So we've made it. We already got the Sandshrew. No need to catch. No backup strats. No nothing. No Spearow. We don't need it. We don't need that. Okay, we get Zippy Zap. I mostly stream for fun, but being full time would be sweet. Yeah, no, you know what? I enjoy it. It's a lot of work though. It's a lot of work and a lot of work in a way that you wouldn't really necessarily think. What I mean by that is there's a dog outside that's just going crazy. There's a lot of little things you just wouldn't really expect that just become your job. You know, how much editing you're actually gonna have to do, how much like content planning you have to do is, I would say that was my biggest surprise. Because like my thing is, it's like, you know, I try to come out with lots of shorts, lots of long form videos. Well, I've been doing a lot less long form videos second half of this year. But you know, it's pretty tough to come up with, like, if you think about it, like, oh, I want to do shorts every day, every week, whatever your deal is. You still got to come up with the ideas of what it's going to be, or you got to be like, okay, I'm going to stream this and hope that I can clip this, right? Like, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's endless, but like, I would say that the biggest skill towards content creating actually just comes from the strategy of what you're actually streaming, which is a weird thing to kind of think about. You wouldn't think that it's mostly like the background strategy. But those are the things you learn. All right, so we're going to turn this into a double battle, make it easier. Also, because of Misty, I think that, like, if you could get Scald on a Gyarados early, oh gosh, I feel like it could just be so good. I feel like it could be so good. Scald is such a good move. 70 power with the potential to burn, and it's got Stab with Gyarados. Like, what more could you even ask for? Okay, we're just going full Zippy Zaps. We're going to go here, we're going to go special attack. Let's get that on Pikachu, and boom. See if we can get the kill. We are quite a bit stronger. We're like 2 levels stronger than normal. Oh! That's just like right through the gut because I just know there's gonna be a heal. No heal! Okay, well, you know what? Maybe there is a chance here. Not that it matters. We're not even timing this. This has been a good run, though. Good run. Like level 16 Oddish already, too? It's kind of wild. But you'll see there's a domino effect, right? Like, if anybody has been here since the last time I fought Rival 2, you'll see how much better it is once we have, like, two Pokemon that are really a lot stronger than the last two. It won't be really a comparable situation this time around. Oh yeah, I mean, Pokemon Yellow's goated. This is a great game. Yuki Dog. We do play. We're gonna be playing some Fire Red in the new year. I don't know if you're into speedrunning or racing or anything, but we're gonna open up to any of our community if they want to race with us. They are more than welcome to. We're gonna try to set that up. So if that's something that might interest you, let me know. If not, then that is all good too. Yeah, I'm just gonna use it. I probably could have saved it, but we're just gonna go crazy. If we can beat this whole thing without really taking too much damage, then that is equally as good, you know? Okay, so let's do Zippity Zappity and do the Acid. Maybe we one-shot this Oddish. Maybe we don't. It's close though. We're gonna stick to the same moves because this Oddish can heal also. Potion, there we go. That's why we don't swap moves, because I want him to be dead. What about you, Strings? Would you potentially want to do a Fire Red race? I kind of have like this idea where I'm going to do Fire Red on the overlay, and then whoever wants to play it with me could also, I would also put up their little stream on my stream so everybody could keep up with where everybody's at. It'd be fun to have a bunch of streamers doing it too. Dude, we could do a regular race, we could do a Nuzlocke race, we could just race to like a certain point in the game. You let me know or think about it, because that could be a lot of fun. I like watching speedruns, but never did one myself. Well, I mean, Yuki Dog, I mean, we wouldn't be pros by any means. It would actually be more fun to do like a Nuzlocke race. I think that would be more fun for everybody, because then it's like way more random. And then everybody can just kind of have fun with it, right? Yeah, it's random starters, like the rules that kind of go with it. It'd be a fun time. And then it'd be like after 2 hours, whoever gets the farthest wins. Something like that. Maybe a little longer, I don't actually know. But I think it could be a lot of fun. It wouldn't be happening till the new year, until I get back from my vacation and stuff too, so. Ways away. Little ways away. But don't get me wrong, even just because I speedrun this game doesn't mean I'm a pro speedrunner in any other game. Well, unless we're talking like Lord of the Rings, I'm pretty good at that one. I'm pretty good at Lord of the Rings speedrun, but that's a whole other beast. And one other game, but that's a secret. I'll unload that game, and it's not a very popular game, but I'll do it live on stream at some point in my life. Go, Pikachu! I choose you! Don't use double kick like you did last time. Use headbutt. Ouch. Okay. The only game I could run a speed run is Nights into Dreams. I've never even heard of that game. Never even heard of it, Yuki. Tell me what the game's about. What kind of gameplay is it? Do 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 do. Let's kick that dog. Double kick him. All right. I didn't even realize we still have Clefairy in the party. So we are playing a little bit chancy here. Chancy. Do you get it? Little low on HP, but we'll see how we do. I'm not too worried. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So, Thundershock will be fine. That will wipe him out. And then we're going to go bag. We're going to potion up. Now, unlike last time, we do not want to run into any extra battles. We did that by accident. Good old coughing, eh? Alright, let's see if we can take up this coughing. We'll just do Thundershock. I think we can actually take it out with this. He's pretty weak. There we go. It is about a jester that flies and fights nightmares. I mean, that seems reasonable. Seems reasonable. What console? Is it on the PC or is it a Nintendo game? How does one go about playing this game? Alright, so we're going to catch 2 Pokemon. Our main goal here is to not fight... Whoa! We will catch 3 Well, we're catching that Squirtle 100%. That is a super rare catch. Super rare catch here. I'm like kind of blown away that we just ran into a Squirtle. That's okay. I don't think I've ever ran into a Squirtle on this part of the path. No, that's okay. You're probably like, there's probably a reason why we don't catch Squirtle here. All right, nice throw, double Great Ball. It's probably because he's really effing hard to catch. Come on. I can't believe we just caught a Squirtle. If we had a Repel, or sorry, a Lure, this Squirtle would be like actually potentialable. But he only evolves at level 16. Like, we're definitely going to keep him in the party. Okay, we're going to just run into this to run away. Another instantly pops up. I can't believe we just caught a Squirtle in here. I'd be curious what those odds are. There, wow, Giant? We're getting good RNG up in here. No, you little bugger. Now I'm out of Great Balls. I mean, we're not speedrunning, so it doesn't matter. But still, you know, you want to still play like good etiquette. Play good. It was an okay catch. Really good for that Squirtle. Alright, it'd be nice to catch that Psyduck. A small one back to back, that's kind of loud. Just get rid of both of these things so that they're off the screen. Alright. There we go. Side up. Maddie, what did you get up to today? Did you get up to anything fun? Nights into Dreams is on Sega Saturn, PS2, PS3, and PC. Oh, that's fun. Yes. Maddie, what did you get up to today? Did you get outside? Did you get some exploring done? We just caught a Squirtle, which is crazy, and I know I'm making a big deal out of it, but like, literally I've never seen a Squirtle in this segment before. This would have actually been the run, to run all the way through, and we're not going to, because we don't have the timers turned on. That was my strategy, was to not turn on the timers for this purpose, because I didn't want to have a reason to keep doing the run through. But this has been a crazy run. Like, we got the until we messed it up right there. That's okay. This has been a crazy run though. Like, we got the Chansey, a second Chansey showed up, and we got a Squirtle. Crazy. This is not probably a great matchup. Oh, right. Ditto is really squishy. I forgot about that. Please don't be blocking my path. I just don't want to get any extra experience that I don't actually need. I don't think that worked. I have to do this extra fight. Oh, I could have just went this way the whole time? Oh, that's embarrassing. Alright. Practice this. There we go. That was clean. Don't get in the fight here. Would be nice. Alright, well, at least we did that better. So I might have stayed up playing PvP Turtle WoW with Jarn until 5 a.m., maybe 6. Well, you know what, Maddie? To be fair, I got off at like, what, 4 a.m. your time almost? No, not quite. It was like 3 a.m., so I mean, it's not like it's that much of like I'm shocked. I got off at 1 a.m. my time, which is 3 a.m. your time. So I'm not like I'm not. I know I'm sorry. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Z, I'm super proud of you. What does Princess drop that you need? Is there an item on your list? Your bis list? Pre-bis? Either way, I'm proud of you for doing it to get the experience. How many bars into 59 are you now? Or you're just doing it for experience? Oh, okay. Well, either way, good for you. I mean, I understand why Bass wants it, because he's trying to get a ring that he's probably should have had a long time ago. Yeah, there are a bunch of like level 48s and stuff. There will be experience there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, Bash should have had that ring a long time ago. Bash should have been tanking in that ring. Should be tanking in that ring. I stand by it. Been thinking about for Emerald backwards ROM hack. Ooh, interesting. Strings. Have you been thinking about trying it, or first time playing it, or what? But yeah, I'm pretty sure those will be green. There should be some experience in there. They're elites, right? 2 players, both going to be green for you guys. I would say that you'll still get net 500 or 600 experience a kill. All right. So we are going to keep Squirtle, because Squirtle evolves really soon here. Sounds good, Maddie. Maddie, I'm not going to be on for probably too much longer. I mean, I might be on Discord just chilling. But I'm going to go until I get to the tunnel entrance. So I've got to get down to the SSN. And then I got to beat the SSN. Then I got to go through route, whatever route that is. I can't remember the number. Do some catching. And then save at the entrance of tunnel. But I will be around. I mean, I have a little bit of recording I'd like to do. I think I need... So I have some footage for a short that I'm going to work on today. But I'm not sure I like the footage. So I think I'm going to redo it. Or redo some of it. I don't know. I'll start editing it, see how much I hate it, and then I might just edit little bits, or I might just scrap the whole thing and redo it. Believe me, I'm not that much of a perfectionist, but the one thing I've been noticing is the more I've been playing and editing and watching other people's shorts, the more I want to be a little bit more scripted, but not feel scripted, so that I can get more of a punch value, so to speak, on my shorts. I don't know. Maybe I'm just drunk. Definitely not drunk, but you get what I'm saying. Alright, so we got the 2 revives. Those are our safety net. Ba-da. No! Why you hurt me so? All right. We got another tech thing we need to practice coming up pretty quick here. So you can catch Jigglypuff. We won't catch Jigglypuff right now. You can also catch Chansey in here. So this leaf right here, we got to practice walking on the leaf straight down. Holy, let's go. That was sweet. You got to also do it on the way up too, though. That was only half of it. Because if you don't walk exactly on that right spot, you get the battle. And you want the battle on the left because it's just a Charmander, but you want actually 0 of the battle if you're good enough, like I am. Just kidding. I would say out of all the runs I've done, I've only ever skipped it 3 times, and I've never skipped it on the way up. That's how inconsistent I am. I've never gotten to skip twice, only once. 3 times. All right. So we are going to double battle. But we're pretty strong here. Like, this is usually a pretty tough battle. But we'll take no chances. To be fair, I think Pikachu's at a decent amount of HP too. The last run I got deep in this, I ended up wiping out here, I believe. Not an easy fight. Not an easy fight. Because also, if we don't do really good right here, it only gets worse. Only gets worse. We are gonna... Come on, acid, please. Oh, of course you're not faster. Of course you're not faster. I don't really actually want Squirtle in this fight at all. Because I want Squirtle to level up. We're gonna shake this away. Can you do that? I don't know if you can. Let's just do Zippy Zap. Nope. Squirtle's here to stay. Alright. Tail Whip. To be fair, I actually could have probably gotten the kill with Squirtle, but it don't matter. Alright. Squirtle has one job now, and that is to tank tank hits. We're gonna headbutt. We're gonna also tail whip again. Flinch. Okay, that was good. I think I go for it again, actually. Because we lowered his defense already. Flinch again, get out of here. Okay, this has been really good. You know, we're just gonna continue with it. This good old, it's been, the Squirtle has come in clutch, let's just say. Alright. Going all in. Double kick. And we will do bubble. The good old bubble. Eee! He critted me too! Oh no. Alright, I don't think he's gonna get that off again. We're gonna go Zippy Zap. And bubble. Alright. We did not lock out there, ladies and gentlemen. Scary, scary times, man. Okay, there's a couple mandatory fights. We need to heal. We need to heal. This is actually, yeah, this has been my cleanest run so far, even with that one mistake. And we'll know. I'll be able to take a look at the time. Alrighty. We'll be able to look at the time once I'm done this. At how I compare to, like, world record pace. Well, I know I'm behind, but, like, still, I've got a good amount of Pokemon caught versus how strong my Pokemon are. I'm, like, definitely ahead. And then now we can go and do some buying now too. We go shopping. Okay. Little cutscene, then they're gonna be like, yo, come cut this tree down. And I'm gonna be like, nah, brah, I'm out. And we are gonna go and go to the store, buy some potions, maybe buy a revive, buy 10 lures, way more gray balls. That's the list. Also, I need to practice my menuing. I forgot I have to sell first. Honestly, oh, I could have sold the Helix Fossil. Shoot. You sell the Helix Fossil, I do know that. Okay, now let's just get out of it. So I'd like to buy. And we're gonna go just like... Oh, that was way more than I want to buy. And then we want to buy like 10 of these guys. Sure. Wait, is there no revives yet? No revives. Okay. So for the sake of this, we actually have to use one of our revives. All right. Oh, let's go. I did it. I did it. First time ever. Let's go. I'm actually interested to see what this time looks like by the end. Now I'm getting hyped. Now I'm getting hyped. For a run that's not even real. The first battle in here also sucks. That's why I wanted to heal. That's why you sell things. And we will definitely do this as a double battle. Now, one thing I also am thinking about is, like, I wonder how bad Squirtle is in this game, you know? Like, I'd just be curious, is Squirtle, like, viable at all? If I say caught the right Pokemon, we can test it. We can absolutely test it. I should have probably... Ah, that's fine. Okay, Gloom's gonna suck. This always sucks for me. I think we're gonna go Thundershock and into the bag, into some special packs. Eee! That was not the play. Let's see, Zippy Zappy, and let's do Acid. And he heals himself. Like, that's the thing. This guy's tanky. Tanky AF. I don't think we even get him this turn. Yeah, we definitely don't. And, like, that's what's scary, is, like, how softened up I am leaving this battle. From full health. But we didn't wipe out here. And we've definitely wiped out here many, many times. That's the thing, taking that battle a little bit slower for me is gonna always be better than getting blacked out and having to walk back. Alright. We do have one revive left. I can't remember if we need to double battle this. Sandshrew, not off to a bad start for me. Yeah, we'll just double battle it. Because then we know we survive. Because Oddish definitely beats up Sandshrew. Alright. Just headbutt. And actually, I probably should have double kicked there. No, please. That's the one thing about this game. It doesn't always resets. Okay. No. That sucks. That really sucks. I don't want Squirtle out there. Alright, well, let's kill this, Alright. He's still got another Pokemon. Eradicate? Alright. I think that that's about as good as I could hope for in this moment. I mean, I don't want Oddish to be fainted, but... there are worse things right now. I can kill Eradicate. I can kill Eradicate. Positive reinforcement. I honestly should have just spent the seconds also to teach this guy Scald. Because we probably could have got a knockout with Scald right there. Not that it matters, we got him this turn. Oh. He is not holding back, that's for certain. Okay. Alright, we made it to here. Let's get in the bag. Let's drop a lure and catch some Pokemon. Those are two Pokemon we do not want to catch because they just spawned or they've been there. We do need to catch these guys though. We don't necessarily need large ones. We just need to catch them. All right, that's good news, Bears. Absolutely want Thunderbolt. Hooray! And Squirtle is going to evolve next level. Oh, get out of town. Good Nidoran? Actual good Nidoran? Okay. Big experience there. Okay. Squirtle's done with. Now, what we would do is, and we will do it, for Pokemon management, we're actually going to bring Bag. Yeah, we're going to bring Oddish back to life. Medicine. Kind of, I don't want to say it's a waste, but it's definitely on the riskier side, but that's okay. Okay, so we got that. Little Nidoran right here. This is perfect. So we'll do the Raz. Great. Great throw, Johnny. I like where your head's at. Now we can catch a Spearow, if we conveniently see one. Otherwise we move on. We have everything we need out of here. We can get rid of Wartortle, but we also can get Gloom pretty quick here, so we'll just kind of... We don't need to catch this. Actually, we should catch the Rattata, now that I'm thinking about it. We haven't caught one yet. Level 24, good experience. Okay. And I don't think we're going to see a Spearow real quick here. I'll walk back one more time just to see if we see him. Because it would be really convenient if we see him. 5. We already got the Nidoran. There's a Spearow. Level 24. How's the practice been? Good. Mage, we've been setting up. So we took a step back to set up splits. So I've created a bunch of profile accounts to get splits to certain spots. So now I can practice from certain spots. Dude, good job. That's great. So what we did was today we've set up, and to be fair, this would have been a really good run, but we don't even have the timers on. But on our first run today, do we get Gloom now? No, Gloom must be level 21. We did our first account to the end of the Brock split. And then our second account, we got to the end of Cerulean. And now this account, we are getting to the beginning of Tunnel. So at least now I'll have all 3 of these different segments that if I want to practice just certain segments, I haven't set up. I have 5 different accounts set up for doing this too. I have another one set up for Blaine, and then another one set up for Koga. And that's as much as my Switch can hold. I could do one more potentially to do for like the Elite Four if I really felt like I needed to practice Elite Four, or practice Victory Road. But I mean, baby steps. Three hours to get half a level. That is definitely doable. All right, so let's kill this Raticate. I'm not even looking. Yeah, let's kill this Raticate. Why does my double kick do nothing to Raticate? But I will say, Mage, this would have been a run. We got some really, really good RNG on this run. We'll see in a second when I'm about to save it what our time would have been at. We'll compare it. But this would have been a good run to go deep on. Got a Chansey. Ran past a second Chansey even. And caught a Squirtle, which is crazy. Also, this is a good Nidoran too, which goes into a Nidoking. So, I mean, all in all, this would have been the run to actually go deep on. But there's always next time. There's always next time. There you go. 2 Princess Lava Jumps. And I should... You know what? I love that. Did Bass get the item he was looking for in your Princess runs or no? Okay. I don't know. Fair enough. Okay, we're gonna go right to here. We're gonna go to bag. We're gonna go to TM case. Nope, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go to power-ups. Moonstone. Get Nidoking. And then we're gonna save, and then we call this split. Sweet. I got way better gear though. Hey, that's awesome. That is great, Z. Okay, so here we go. We got Nidoking on the board. So Nidoking is the next Pokemon you would use for this. Good old Thrasheroo here. What move would forget? Helping Hand does nothing. Hey, you know what? Better gear's better gear. Upgrades are upgrades. That's all that matters. All right, let's save. Okay, hour and 26. Let's take a look at Dex real quick. 25 caught already. Okay, compared to world record, entering tunnel, an hour and 1 minute, which is fair. I'm 25 minutes off, but I also own 3 more Pokemon than he does. So I'm like not a full loss by any means. Not a full loss by any means. This is the best run I've probably ever been on. We would have, you know, so technically we're not that far behind. I mean, we are, but we're 2 less Pokemon catching behind, so that's like 3 minutes. So we're less than 20 minutes behind. And on top of that, we have a Pikachu that is really strong. But yeah, so here you can see all the different accounts I made. So Brock we did today with a save, then we did Cerulean, and then we did Enter Tunnel. Next one will be Blaine, which we're going to do another day. I've done a lot of resets just to reset for the sake of resetting today. And then Koga's page. Well, Koga. So there you guys go. My secret hidden Tuesday stream. Thank you guys for being here. I got to go and eat, and then I got to do some recording and a little bit of editing still today. Most of the content that I am working on right now will be stuff that either comes out in the new year or stuff that comes out while I'm on vacation, which I'm leaving in 2 weeks. So probably not too many shorts coming out at this point in time, the odd one, but we're pretty much just trying to get ahead so that we can have content consistently come out while we're on vacation, even though we will be streaming a little bit while we're gone. All right, guys. Well, I hope everyone had a good day. Thank you for checking in on stream, being here. We are going to be streaming tomorrow. Not 100% exactly what we're going to be streaming. Maybe we'll do some practice on these splits. Maybe we'll play something else. I don't know. Maybe we'll foreshadow with all these other apps that I've had opened lately and play something different. Probably not. I'm not that creative. Tomorrow there is a raid. It will not be streamed live, I don't believe, but if it goes well, I will record it and I will post it after the fact. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. Stay safe. Have a great night, and we will see you all tomorrow.